Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to LA's Kitchen. Today, well, first of all, let me start by saying Happy Mother's Day, ladies. And Happy Mother's Day, even if you didn't have a child of your own, but you instilled in some child's life, Happy Mother's Day to you as well. Well, today, we're going to have coconut rice. We're going to stuff it in pineapple. We're going to have curry shrimp and fried plantains. Well, let me tell you a little bit about me and rice. I never knew how to cook rice. Never. My mother would teach me, and my rice would either come out too gooey or too hard. But thank you, Lord Jesus, to the person who made rice cookers, because that's what I've been cooking rice from, and I get it perfect every time. How could you not? So I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut this pineapple and gut it in the middle. I've already have 5 reserved for time, but I saved one just to show you how it's done. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So this is the pineapple half. You cut the pineapple the long way. Okay? So you take your pineapple and you cut down in it. You cut it like rectangular. I'm no artist, so me and straight lines have never been friends. But I get the job done, crooked lines and all. Crooked lines made straight. So can you see those scores? It's like a rectangular shape inside of a pineapple. So then we're going to go down the vein of the pineapple where the core is. We're going to go down. See that? So after we cut the rectangular shape, we went down here. So then we're going to cut it across. Cut it across. And you have to get down in there. So when it's time for you to spoon it out, it won't be that difficult. For me, I have carpal tunnel, so there are times where I have to stop and hold my hands a little bit. And this is the pineapple that I have reserved. Keep that pineapple, y'all. You can do a lot with it. Keep those leaves. You can make tea. I told y'all before, those leaves have microorganisms in it that kills viruses. Keep it and boil it. Boil it with that pineapple. Nothing is a waste. Not in my house. So I didn't go down far enough. So I'm going back over it. Anytime you scoop and you find it hard, just go back. Go back in there. And this one is a little tough. Tougher than the other ones. You see that? That's a cube. So you want to get all those cubes like that. And then you can just pull it out the rest of the way. Have to manipulate it sometime, depending on how far down you go. So, some of it can be stubborn. But just fight back till you get it out. It's not all that difficult. It may sound difficult, but it's not. Sometimes you even have to take your knife and go back over it several times until it comes out. I got a double whammy today. Celebrating Mother's Day, and today is my 23rd anniversary. By the grace of God, He allowed us to see 23 years. And we still love each other and we still like each other. So, I want you to see what I'm doing here. Inside here is going to go coconut rice, fried plantains, and curry shrimp. Don't that sound like an amazing meal? We're going to do this thing together. Because, like I said before, easy meals is what I love. That complicated stuff, I I might like it if somebody else prepare it. But for me, I want it delicious and quick. So there you go. It may not be the neatest thing, but I'm going to go back over it again. And go back inside here. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you. Hey, I'm back, y'all. So now I'm going to saute some carrots and some red onions for this rice. That's going to go in this rice cooker. And when you're making your rice, I know you know this, but I'm going to just say it anyway. Make sure you rinse your rice until that starchy color is gone. You want it to be clear like the water. Remember color. So I got some carrots, so I'm adding some red onions. It's all going to be sauteed before going into this pot for the rice cooker. Now in this rice, I have a little sprig of thyme and some of that reserved pineapple. And it's going to go well with that coconut milk. So just a pinch of kosher salt. And a little bit of garlic powder. I love garlic. I wish that I could eat some fresh garlic, but it burns my stomach. So good for you. Good for reducing that blood pressure. It does a lot. Boosts metabolism. But for me to chew it, it burns my stomach to no end. My husband can chew a clove of garlic every day. And I wish that I could do that, but I simply can't. So I'm just going to cook it until the onions are more so translucent, because it's going to cook with the rice cooker. I just want those flavors to be infused. Take a look at it. Just giving it a little bit of flavor. And it's going to go in here. This is going to be some slam dunkin' rice, y'all. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Y'all try it. And for those of you who can master cooking rice on top of the stove, my hat's off to you. I just never could. And to add insult to injury, I married a man from West Africa who loves rice. There was no way. Had to get this rice cooker. It was a must. So this is the coconut milk. It always looks solid in the beginning, but as you start pouring it, the water is at the bottom. And it smells so good. Everybody don't like coconut, but I love it. And you use the whole can. Whole can of coconut. Whole can of coconut. You use it all. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands off. Add my water to it, and all I have to do is press the button, and that's it. Who wouldn't love a rice cooker? Even if you was the best rice cooker, you can make it on the stove. You can do it with your eyes closed. All I have to do is put it in a rice cooker and walk away. And I just put a little bit of kosher salt to the rice just to give it some flavor. And I'm checking to see if I have enough water. See if I have to add a little bit more water. I think I'm good. Next we're going to do some fried plantains. I'm going to wash that pan out. I'm going to use that same pan. I'll be right back. Now, let's get started on frying these wonderful plantains. So, we just have a little bit of seasoned salt. Now, I try not to even use it too much, but it just gives those overly ripe plantains a good flavor. It's not too salty. And then a little sprinkle of dried parsley. That's it. Oh, I almost dropped it off the plate. So let's get started with these fried plantains. And with that coconut rice and that curry shrimp, that's going to give those pineapples a new flair. It's going to be so good. And it's a nice meal. It's a nice celebratory meal. We can't be around each other. We can't go out. So we have a nice little fancy meal inside the home. What else can we do? Until this whole mess is over. Until God blesses them with a vaccine for this coronavirus. Until then, stay at home. Make your wonderful meals for your loved ones at home. Especially when the meals are easy as 1, 2, 3. I told you, I only do simple meals. But they're delicious. But they're simple. So we're frying up these plantains. We're just going to do them a minute on each side. And that's that. And these are the sweet plantains. So these are the ones that's like yellow and brown in the market. Not the green ones. They're more so for boiling. I mean, you can fry them, but I don't like them. To me, when you fry the green ones, it's like no flavor. It's dull. I think when they get ripe, the yellow and brown ones, when you fry them, and you put a little seasoning on them, they're so good. They're the best. I'm going to show you how one looks. You see that? It's getting that brown on there. That's what we're looking for. This is going to be so wonderful with the curry shrimp. So we're going to do that last and just assemble the pineapple bowls. I'm excited. I can't wait for my mom to try it. She loves my cooking. Oh. So what are you guys cooking? Do you have any famous or simple meals but delicious meals? If so, comment. Give me some tips. Give me some hints. And if it's something you want to see me make, let me know. We can collaborate together. It's getting to where I want it. Look at that. Look at that. That's the look I'm looking for. And it's so good. So good. And when you cut this, you cut it on the bias. You take the plantain and you cut it on the slant. I'm sorry, I apologize that I didn't let y'all see how I cut it. But that's how it's cut. Cut it on the angle so you can get this shape. Don't just cut it just straight, because they're not going to be big. They're just going to be like tiny pieces. Alright, so as soon as these done, we're going to come back and we're going to start those shrimps. Now it's time to start these curry shrimps. So in the pan I have curry, the shrimps, Szechuan seasoning, seafood seasoning. It's not Old Bay, but it's seafood seasoning. And what else? Garlic powder. Y'all know I love me some garlic. Always gotta add that dry parsley just for some color. Okay, so we're gonna put some seasonings back. Mix them all around. I had to reserve some shrimp for my youngest daughter because she can't stand curry. And I sauteed my pan with butter. And I can show you. Yep. Here we go. From the curry and it says on seasoning, turn your hand for. And look at that. Sorry about my hands getting in the way. See that? So shrimps doesn't take that long, and I have some scallion reserve to go inside my curry shrimps. The reason why I put the butter in there